Here we go on another awesome,
Just like
awesome
that.
day
I'll
on the
show all the
lake.
unblooded
Glad you
sides
guys
with
could
it.
join me today. Let's see what we
That's
have
just
to do
another
to figure
nice
these
fish.
stubborn, inactive crappie out on this
There we
cold,
go.
windy day. Let's get them in the boat. Let's make it
There we
happen.
go.
Y'all be sure
Perfect
to
play.
hit that
Oh
thumbs
yeah.
up and make sure you're
There we go.
subscribed. I know
bet
you're
you that
going to
fish
enjoy
is
this one.
2+.
Let's
That's
get it.
catfish. Oh, yep, catfish. I see. Look at the tail back there. Uh-oh, he just turned and nailed it. Going deep in the structure, enticing.
Let's go get them.
All right. Like a couple right here. Ooh-wee, y'all. I am cold. My body's not really cold, it's just my fingers. I'm suited up for the cold, but my daggone fingers not wanting to cooperate. That breeze is going straight through my gloves. And this one's hanging really tight to that little stump right there too. See if we can make him come out of there. All right, here we go. Turn it up. Come on, let the folks see you. Ah, they're so tight to that. They're so tight to that structure, y'all. And with this wind blowing, they're not wanting to act right. Even my tripod's not even wanting to act right. This is not a giant. It's just a good filleter right here. 11.5, 12-inch fish. These are the ones we're looking for right here. Turn out some awesome fillets. Just a little black crappie. Hard to tell with them coming out of this muddy water. They almost don't have any color. But that is definitely a black crappie right there. All right, let's see if we can find a nut. All I'm doing, this is a area that got several whole trees down and some tall stumps, and it's just riddled with there's another one right there, backside of that stump again. They're making it difficult for me to get y'all some good shots of seeing these fish. They're not wanting to be on camera being caught. And this wind's not helping any either. I'm backing my boat up. I need that fish at 6 to 7 foot. That's my target range. And again, behind that stump. But that's where I'm finding them at. Don't make good video, but turn out some good catches. See him coming up? Got him. Got him. Another really good filleting fish. Nice, nice fish. And that's also another black crappie. Just another good filleter. 11.5, 12-inch fish. Awesome, awesome fish. Gonna try some very nice fillets, nice and thick. They're feeding really well. All right, y'all, let's get at a nut. Let's get at a nut. Like I see something right there on the top of one of them little branches right there. See if we can get over there and feed them. See them two up under that log, that stick up right there? One looked like a really good, actually both of them are good fish. See if we can get them out of there. See if we can get them out of there. Water temp's at 44 degrees, 44.5 degrees. And that's a perfect temp, man. Those fish really show themselves. And they have their feed bag on. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get it. Again, they're behind that limb right there. So I'm gonna see if I can draw them out of there. And like I said, it's not making for a good video of you guys seeing the fish. turn up in the action of the fish, but this is where I found them. All right, see if I can get it down there, get their attention. This wind is not in my favor. Definitely not in my favor. All right, jig, come on, get over there. The one that's closer to me looks like a bigger fish. Reposition my boat. The wind sort of got me twisted all up over here, and it's like I always say, man, boat control, especially when it's windy, can be tough. And once you get close to these fish, you really do need to get that jig to it, because the more commotion you make, just like right there, that one fish just swam off of it. He's not far from it, but he's off of it. So the more time you take getting your boat in position and getting that jig down there to present it to that fish, more likely they'll take off. See, this one's over here in open water. Let's see if we can entice him. Get that jig in his face. Coming up to him. Right on top of his head. Make that jig just as bright as the fish. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Come on. No, he said, I'm not interested today, buddy. He said he wasn't interested. Yeah, this wind is something else, y'all. Hard to keep your boat straight in it when it's blowing from a few different directions. It's swirling pretty bad coming through here. And just like that, missed opportunity because I couldn't get on top of them. When everything do come together, everybody, think that it's very simple because you can see the fish, you can see your bait, but there are a lot of variables that goes with this thing. Keeping your boat into the wind to where the wind don't greatly affect your speed, and if it's swirling, you're constantly almost going in a circle. So but it's like I say, you just got to come out here and practice with this thing, and not let it frustrate you. You getting a glimpse of that fish is not good enough. You got to get that fish lined up and be able to get that jig there and present that jig. Some lakes you can just let that bait swim by them and they'll come and chase it. It's rare you see that on this lake. There are times I've seen them chase when the water clarity is top notch, but for the most part, you're gonna have to put that jig on their face and wait until they realize it's there, and then just slowly take it away, because they're not gonna work really hard for it. So I got one laying right here on top of this log here. I'm trying to get my boat spun around now. I'm basically right on top of him, but my boat position, my boat heading is not right. So I need to get my boat heading right in this wind, and then I'll drop my jig down there. I don't even want to put my jig down there at the depth that he is, because I'm gonna get snagged in that brush. So there's one. I'm not sure that that's a crappie that's up under that limb. Let's see if it is. See if we could entice him. I can barely see that joker now. I mean, they're in a position on this. They're holding to whereas I can, when I do get lined up with them, I can barely see him. See, he's up under there, and he's swimming now. All right, let's try this one that's on top right here. I can't tell his size because he's so close to it. Come on, come on. Come on. Look at that. He's a small one. You see how fast he darted? I let him get off. I let him get off. I didn't really set the hook on him. He was a small one. All right, there's another one up under this limb right here. A couple of them up under it. See if we can entice them out of there. Come on. Oh, he just barely picked it. He just barely picked it, y'all. All right, let's try him again. He say he want to feed. There's another one down there. He's up on top of it now. Come on. Come on. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of this wind here in a little bit, get y'all some better footage, but I just had to check this little spot here because I knew it was gonna be holding some fish. That joker right there though, all right, I'm going, oh, he hit it. He just turned and smacked it. He's still a small fish. Still a really small fish. And when they're laying on that structure, it's really hard to tell their size, like I always say. But he's just a little bitty guy, little bitty dude. I've seen a better fish up under that limb. So I'm gonna get back up here and see if he's still there. He don't look very big either. See him right there, that real bright spot up under that limb. Trying to work my jig in there so that I don't get snagged up. Yeah, he's in there deep. And like I say, he don't look like a big fish. I'm right there at him. See if I can make him bite. There we go. Oh, he was a small one anyway. He was a small one, y'all. Alright, let's get on some better fish. Get y'all some better footage. This is the best time to be out here. I mean, I know it's cold right now, but man, get out here in this wind and it just helps you get your jig in that cone a lot faster. And I'm gonna pitch my jig out there and let it fall back. See if I get a reaction from him swimming it by him. Not a one. See there? They don't work for them on this. They don't work for the food on this lake. They gonna get the easy stuff. He's going to that little stump right there now. Oh, turned around. Just that quick, that joker turned around. All right, I'm gonna choke up on my rod. Make it easy for him. Well, he came at it. He's trying to stay up under the boat now. Look at this joker. Anyway, we getting ready to catch this one right here, y'all. Gonna try to. Uh-oh, nope, look at that, just that quick. Jerker took off. They are not wanting to play right today, y'all. All right. Okay. Uh-huh. That's okay. Guess I just need to find the ones that are laid up on that structure and target them. They're not as spooky as these ones I'm seeing out here just suspended. Alright, we're going to a different area, y'all. Alright, y'all, I found one laying on a limb here. Let's see if we can get on him without him taking off. It's like I said, when you have to run your troll motor kind of hot, it makes it even more challenging getting on these fish. Especially if they're sort of spooky. See him laying right there on top of that limb, coming up, backing up to him actually. Hopefully I can get a good Alright, here we go. Here he comes. Just like that. Got him. This jerker took it deep, y'all. Ooh wee, it's all the way down his gills. Come on now. Man, he wanted that bait. Try to show you all the unbloodied side. The other side is full of blood. Another 11.5, 12-inch black crappie again. They're over here on this structure pretty strong today. Now let's get on it. I already see another one right there. Right there on top of that limb. Tell me if you can see him. 10 foot out on top of that limb. Let me get us up there. Get my boat facing into the wind and ease on up there to him. I need him at 6 to 7 foot. You see him right there? I'm gonna ease my bait down there. See him flinching a little bit. Oh, he took off. He said, "No, I don't want that." I don't think that's a crappie right there. It looked more like a white bass. I don't know. We can check. There's a couple more crappie right here. Get over that limb. They are definitely on the move today. Yeah, I don't like chasing a swimming fish. So right now I'm at the mercy of the wind. He's behind that limb. He's still swimming though. I got a crosswind going that I can't seem to compensate for. can't seem to compensate for that crosswind. Still see him. He's still on the move. He may. I lost him. He got in this thick stuff over here. I don't see him anymore. There's one up under the limb right there to get us stopped. See him up under that limb right there? Alright, this should be a caught fish right here. Maybe not. Strip me out a little bit more line. Give me a little bit more working room. Come on. This sucker just... one thing, I'm on his tail. Yeah, this wind ain't no fun out here today, y'all. Now he wants to swim. And going deeper. Alright, he's gone. Let's get on another one. It's looking, this wind is making me look like I can't fish. Like I can't operate this daggone Livescope. But this is that practice that you gotta have to get better. This is that practice that I always talk about. A lot of people think I just talk to be talking, but if you want to get better, this is what you got to do out here. Here's one right here that's suspended. See if I can get my bait over there to him. Alright, bait swinging down. Right on top of his head. Oop, he ain't liking it. I think that boat slap is spooking them. When they're taking off, they're taking off. Alright, here's a couple more right here on the structure. Let me slow my troll motor down. Troll motor speed. There's that wind again pushing me sideways. And they're in there. There we go. See that one come out of there? They're so stuck in it. It's hard for me to show you guys what I'm working with. That's a nice 11-inch fish. Nice 11-inch filleter, nice and thick. Oh yeah, he'll do. He'll do. They lined up right there, y'all. See him up under that limb? See if we can't get over there. Deal with this crazy wind that we having to deal with out here today. They're up under it right there. One pretty close to us. This wind noise is not too bad from a video. Come on, come on. You swim out at it. There you go. Nope. So I'm using a hot white 1 3/4 inch stinger tail from Limits Tackle, and it's been working for, man, really strong on the 2 lakes I usually fish down here, Lake Houston and Lake Conroe. It's been working really good for the past 3 months. It's rare that you find a bait that the fish gravitate to that long. I know it is for me. Sometimes I get out here, and in order for me to stay on a constant bite throughout the day, I gotta change baits 3 or 4 times. Can't really tell the size of these fish, but there's several of them up under. I see one really. I'm gonna target this bigger one over here. I can tell that he's a bigger than the rest of them. So I don't get snagged up trying to get to him. He got the hideaway. He got the hideaway. Hardest spot to get to. And he's trying to leave it now. There's another one up there. Everything is just up on. There's one on top of it. I'm gonna try the one on top of it. Right on the other side of that stick up. Right on the other side of it. Come on, where I can show the folks how you gonna react. I'm having to compensate for this wind. He's not very aggressive. I don't think he's seen that bait yet. Yeah. Alright, here we go. We got one coming. Just barely nipped it. Barely nipped it. It's not going to be a good video for me showing y'all the fish on Livescope, I tell you that. This dang wind is, like I say, I'm gonna make a move here in a few seconds, but I want to get this practice in, and on top of that, catch a few fish. So let's see if I can make it happen. I can see my jig up under that limb. Wind is really cranking, y'all. I don't know if y'all gonna be able to, y'all can hear that wind. Hopefully it's not too bad, but it is blowing, and it's having its way with this dinghy. It is having its way with this dinghy. I'm having to run my troll motor too hot. You see I'm leaving out of there? So I definitely got to get into some better conditions, and we can ready to do that right now. Y'all, we sort of got out of the wind. Just searching for fish now. And look over this structure. See if there's anything on this. If not, we'll keep on moving. This is getting your money's worth out of these units. Coming out here, moving around with that transducer wet, and the Livescope screen on, and just looking till you find what you're looking for. There's probably a crappie right there, but he's up under about 5 limbs in there. Zoom in to 20 to see what it really looks like. Definitely a crappie. Look at him taking off already. Ain't that something? And maybe a white bass. He's moving a little bit too fast. Let me slow this troll motor down so I can stop spooking everything. And maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, I know I advertise my guiding service. I'll tell you this, I don't come out here and beat up my spots without clients, or beat up the areas that I know that there are fish. These are research trips, and me putting in work. You know, I want to come to an area where the fish are tough. That way I gotta control this boat and get better with my boat control. It don't come easy. It takes work even for me. And it's not always fun. I don't want to always get the best footage or nothing like that, but this is that practice that I come out here and do. Yeah, there may be a crappie right there. Let me get her stopped. Man, it's so much better out of that wind, or a lot less wind to deal with than where I was. Is that a crappie? He's swimming. Come on, turn up. Stand on your tail. Come on, get it. There we go. Got him. Got him, y'all. Got him. Just another nice filleter. 11-inch fish. Another nice 11-incher. Tell y'all what, not even my tripod is wanting to work in this cold. I'm talking about it's not wanting to work at all. Nice little 11-incher. It'll be a nice filleter. Oh yeah. Still on that hot white. We're over about 14 foot of water, and they're still hanging about 10 foot down. And kind of, you know, most of the fish I'm catching are close to structure or on the structure. And every day is something new. You just got to come out here and let the fish tell you what they want and where they're going to be at. And we got the tools. You know, if you got Livescope, it shows you the fish, and you just got to capitalize on the conditions and feed them what they want. Finding it, y'all. Yeah, like a white bass right there. Like a couple. They're right at up under it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get my jig in there to them. They don't look that big either. Yeah, we're gonna pass on those. I don't want to lose my jig. Get right on top of it, and we're gonna teleport that thing. See if there's some deep in that one. Don't see anything. One swimming around right there at that little piece. He just went back in it. Still can see him a little bit. See if I can entice him out of there. Come on. Can barely see him in there. It's really thick right there. Can barely see him. He's in it and up under it. on out of there. Don't seem like he's wanting to leave his house. Yeah, he's deep in there. Alright, on to the next. Look like we found one right here, sort of close to where we just were. And he's in a lot less thick. There's actually two fish there. And it's not as thick as that other pile there. See if we can get over there and get on top of his head. He's up under it too, though. You're living up under the structure today. Not making for a great video. Alright, let me get my jig right there. Moving a little bit fast. Let me get her stopped. He don't look like a big fish, but more than likely a crappie with the way he's positioned up under that limb. He's moved a little bit. Let me get my jig over here. Alrighty. See him up under that limb. You don't look like a giant fish, but we're not after giants today. Come on, give me a little movement. Alright, here we go. Come on. Nope. Alright, he's standing up. Come on. Come on. He came right up to that limb and stopped. Head joker. Alright, guys. Here go a couple more. See if we can get on these guys without them spooking off or not hitting the bait. See them out there up under a limb again. It's like three of them. They don't look big, but it's like I say, we're not looking for giants today. Just getting us a few nice fillets and getting some exercise in. Got my bait coming up to them. First one looked like the bigger one. There he goes. Come on. Come on out of there. Nope, turned away. You dirty dog. Alright, let's try these other two. Oh, he charged it. Didn't hit it. Ah. I don't think he's there wanting to eat. No, he's taking off. They're not liking it right there. Okay. Can't make them all bite. I don't care if you can see them. They do not all bite. Catfish. Don't need to see no catfish. It is the middle of the day, so It may be on their nap break. Just don't know. But we're gonna keep searching until we find the active fish, without a doubt. That's the #1 goal. Search till you find the active fish. There's a couple way down in there. I'm gonna try to look at that. Look at that. Don't make for good video, but hey, we got fish coming in the boat. We got fish coming in the boat. And sometimes it's just like that. When they get deep in that structure like that, I'm telling you, it ain't always easy. You don't always get to see them. Another 11.5, possibly 12. Nice fillets. All right, this little stump look kind of hot. I don't know if it got fish on it. Get a little closer and get a closer look. As we know, as we've seen already, they're dug into it. I can see a few fish on it. Look at here. Look down here. Look at what all they're under. Crazy. We're force feeding them, y'all. We are definitely having to force feed them. But hey, it's like I said a while ago, we got them coming in the boat. It's just not pretty. It's not pretty. But hey, sometimes it's like that. But to be consistently on fish year round, these are the things you have to deal with. Just got to come out here and know you got to grind for them and put your grind on. Yeah, it's a few fish right there. So before I get all the way up there to them, what I'm doing is, I see that they're about 10 to 12 foot. So I'm getting 10 to 12 foot of line out. So when I do get right there, get them at that target range, all I got to do is drop down on them. With the least amount of disturbance I hope I can give them. They don't look like big fish, but hey, they look like crappie. Go for that bigger one right there, near the end of it. Keeping my jig above that structure so I can drop it right on top of his head. You can see my jig coming down. There's a big gust of wind. There goes a big gust of wind. And again, gotta compensate. Got to compensate. And then on top of that, it changes your boat angle and how you can shoot in there to see that fish. There's another one right there. He's on the top of it. Let me see if I can get on top of his head. And again, he's not a big fish. Here he comes. Here he comes. Nope. Came up and stopped. Came up and stopped. Yeah, I can see him now. He's not a big fish. Look over this tree laying down here. See if we can find anything. A small one right there. Oh, let me zoom in. I can't judge my size without being, it might be 11 inches or so. Didn't see him until too late, so I'm gonna have to back us up. If he ain't gone. Look like he might be gone. They not playing. These jokers, you approach them wrong, get on top of them wrong, them jokers is getting. Run your trolling motor too hot, anything. They making tracks. And just like that, this may be him right here. So there's a couple up under there. Just so hard to see him. He's still swimming. He going deeper in it. Can't even see him anymore. See a couple sitting out here. See if I can see them when I get closer. They don't look big, but we're gonna try them. I mean, just up under it. Just about every fish I've seen today. And he's not no big fish from the looks of it. Come on. Come on. Little bitty guy. Itty bitty guy. I'm talking about that joker's like he was born last week. Looked like he was born last week. Little bitty dude. There's a good one right there. See if I can get up on him without spooking him. He's up under all of that bait right there. And he's swimming. Boat control, y'all. Boat control. Is that him right there? I think it is. Again, he's not a big fish. I think I'm probably going to pass him up too fast. Daggone it. Well, he hit. He's still right there. See if we can get on him. There's one going from a split shot up there. They're like a white bass. He's moving like a white bass. He's hitting that split shot too. He is hitting it. That's the one right there I want to try to get on top of, but he's swimming now. They're not taking much pressure today. Yeah, no, I'm not even, he's just steady swimming. There was a couple more that I seen on this little pile right here, so I'm gonna hang with it. Yeah, I almost went live today, but said I figured I'd just make another video. Videos do a lot better than the lives anyway. I think people can sit back and let me take out some of the slack time so that you're just not sitting there. I mean, a lot of people like watching me out here live too, but like a good one out here suspended. I may have to get my long rod out. If they're gonna be spooky like this, I might have to get my long rod out, y'all. And he's swimming. I'm gonna swing my jig out there, try to get ahead of him. See that jig falling back. Oh, it's a good fish, y'all. That's a good one there. He's not one that we're gonna let go, but he's a good one. Come on in the boat there, boy. Oh, all right, we done got another nice one, 12.5. Nice fish, nice thick back. Gonna try some awesome fillets. That's a good keeper right there. 12.5. Maybe pushing 13. Good fish. A couple more right here. Tell you what, when it's cold, it adds a different layer of difficulty to getting things moving fast. These don't look like big fish, but like I said, practice, practice, practice. There's a big old wave from a boat passing by. Right on the very top of it. See if we can get him to cooperate. What's going on with another big gust of wind and waves from a boat over there. I had a perfect picture of that joker, And that gust hit me as soon as I had my jig right there. I gotta search for him again. Had that wave hit me and the wind pushed me. And just like that, where'd he go to? Look like him over there. Yep, that's him right there. See him right on the very top of that stump? Let me get us over there. This wind don't know what direction it want to blow. I'm telling y'all, I'm twisting and turning this boat. It's gonna be a good crappie too. So I got to stop us. So I had to turn away. Transducers on the trolling motor, so you don't always get to see it when you got to position your boat. All right, now let's get him to that target range. Get him to that target range. Get that bait right in his face. Wake up. Come on, wake up. Small one's coming. Ain't that something? The small one came away from it, but the big one stayed. All right, here we go. There we go. That's how it's supposed to work, y'all. That's how it's supposed to work. Oh yeah. That's how it's supposed to work right there, buddy. But you got to be prepared for all the conditions. Wind, current, boat traffic. You got to be prepared for it. Just another nice fish. 12-inch fish. Gonna be some nice fillets. All right, like we got one laying on top of this structure right here. He's not, again, not a big fish, but practice, practice, practice. Get him as bright as I can with that transducer and match my jig brightness. Put it right on top of his head. Come on. Come on. Ah! All of them don't bite, y'all. There's like one up under it right there too. There's another one up here looking a little bigger. That's up, unless it's two fish together. That's something else too. If there's two small fish close together, they'll give you the impression that they're a big fish until they separate. They don't even want to come out of there. I'm choking up on my rod because the wind just died all the way down. There's something over there suspended. What is that? White bass? Look like a white bass. Well, it came up and pecked it. It was a small fish anyway. Man, it's crazy how they're all up under something. Caught that one a while ago that was on top of that stump. But the majority of the fish that I'm seeing, look at that little joker. He come up there and pecked it. I think those are all small fish. Come on. He's small too. Yep, small fish. All right, let's move on. We're gonna find some more, y'all. What I'm having to do is just analyze this structure very closely, because when they get when they get tucked in it, makes a big difference on how you view it. And it's like I say, you can get on it, turn your transducer, whether it's on your trolling motor or a pole, just turn it, get different angles of it, because it could be one limb that there's 2 or 3 good fish on, and if you just blow past it, you don't get to see those fish. I'm seeing some dug in really deep on this pile. There's one sitting up top right there. He's up there a lot higher than any of the other ones that I've seen. That may not be a crappie. We're gonna get closer and take a better look at him. I think that's a catfish. I can see his tail back there. See how it look like it's a big fish, a medium fish and a small fish? And you see that little dot behind him, then you don't see it? That's a catfish. There's so much structure in this lake. It is crazy how much structure there is in this lake. Full trees, stumps, you name it. It is loaded. And all I'm doing is just like I say, just staying on the move. Just panning until I find something that I can drop my jig in there safely to. Big old catfish. That's not what we're looking for though. And these may be crappie right on the side of that big stump right there. We're gonna check them. I'm really at the mercy of the wind coming at it from this angle, but we're gonna give it a shot anyway. We're gonna give it a shot anyway. All right, get my depth set. It's gonna be really quick. I'm gonna have to make this happen if it's gonna happen. All right, you see my jig getting right there. I'm gonna push my rod out, extend my. It's gonna have to happen quick. There's a big gust of wind. Come on, come on. Nope, gotta come out of there. I'm gonna be snagged up. Ooh, and I hit it. And I hit it. Big gust of wind from the backside of me. That's why it's so important to, and I'm still hitting it. Come on, let me make it, Stump. Let me make it. Settle down, wind. Yeah, I may have to pull my troll motor up. I think I'm right on top of it. I got off that stump. I'm not gonna mess with that no more. That joker's barely under the surface. I mean, it comes way up. Way up there. Uh-oh, there's another one. No, I can't go right there, y'all. I don't want to break my transducer mount. That wind picking up over here now. Alright, we're gonna make a move, y'all. Get out of this wind. And out of these stumps. There's that other big old stump that I got hung on. Look at that. I don't want to move just yet. Let me get this camera back straight. Oh yeah, let's drop on those. I gotta pass them up and then get my boat facing into the wind. I'm just gonna let the wind drift me by. Not gonna hit my troll motor. I don't want to spook them. We're gonna drift by them. Ooh, look at that. That joker immediately came up there and hit it. Oh yeah. He's not no monster, but hey, he'll 11 incher. He ain't no monster. Tell you guys what, I'm out here fighting this wind for y'all. Just to put a video together. And this is definitely not gonna be one of my best Livescope videos, but hey, we putting fish in the boat. Yes sir, we are. It's not a big one. He probably 10 3/4. He'd be a good filleter. Let's get it. This is the time that I use my spot lock when it's worth something. When I'm handling a fish, I don't use spot lock while I'm fishing because it's just not accurate enough for me to get my jig on top of these fish. So it'll hold me in the area where I've seen those fish at. You see those 3 over there lined up? They're up under one limb and on top of another one. So I'm gonna get them to my target range, 6 to 7 foot, facing into the wind. And that very first one looked like he may be the biggest. See if how fast he'll react. Come on, come on. Got 2 of them going. Ain't that something? He came up to that limb and stopped. They just want it out of their face. They're not hitting it because they want to eat. Come on. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna hit my spot lock again. Man, there's a lot of black crappie that I'm pulling out of here today. They're not big fish, but they'll turn out some really nice fillets. Let's see if we can see if those other ones are still there. See if those other ones are still there. Yeah, I see one right there already. Oh yeah. See one right there already. Get him as bright as I possibly can. See if I can get my jig up under that limb without it getting snagged up. Compensate for the wind. Which is the biggest? Let's go for this one a little bit farther out there. He looks like he's a little bigger. That wind's changing directions big time, y'all. I mean big time. That far one, yeah, he might be a decent fish. Let's see if he'll bite. Get it as bright as I possibly can and match that brightness with my jig. I'll tell you that it's right on top of it. Compensating for the wind again. Come on. Turned away. Followed it up a good ways though. All of them don't eat. Another decent looking fish. Right there on the top. Compensate for this wind again. Come on. Like he's another follower. Without hitting it, without eating it. You don't catch them all. You do not catch them all. I'm just analyzing this brush pile. I see some in there. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get my jig to them, especially not with this wind being as bad as it is. Is that one right there? Look like one right there. Get my jig over here. See if I can present it to him. Yeah, that may be kind of long. That may be a catfish or something. See a little flinch. It may be a, oh yeah, that was a crappie. He was just laying up against that log, that limb. Definitely a crappie. It's like I say, if you don't analyze these brush piles, when these fish get laid up, you just will not see them, and you'll pass over several fish. Small one right there. There's a couple of good ones down in there. Oh, I got my jig in there. I can't believe it. Ah. That was my bad right there, y'all. I messed that up. I had too many things going on at the same time. Dealing with this wind. Look like that one settled back down right there. Let me see if I can get my jig over here. He's on top of it now. Alright, here we go. Get up there a little bit more. Come on, wind. Come on, wind. Come on, wind. Come on, wind. There's 3 of them right there. That one is not mad at it. I gotta stop us now. He is not wanting to move. Come on. Come on. Come on out of there. Did I make you mad? There you go. I thought I'd make you mad sooner or later. And then again, he's just a little bitty guy. You can't, it's just really hard to judge them when they're laying on that structure. Really hard to judge them, y'all. But it's still fun. Get to see that reaction. And it's just a little bitty guy. Back in the drink. That wind act like it want to die down a little bit now. I know it's just taking a break. It's going to hit me upside my head here in a little bit. I'm right on another big old stump right here, y'all. Right at, oh, there's a good fish right there. There's a good one. He's up under it. Come on, be aggressive. Be aggressive. There's actually 2 of them right there, really good fish. All right, I gotta stop us. Got to stop us. Hope I'll still be able to see them. Angle of my boat's changing. Yep, they're still there. Get my jig over here in the cone. Get that fish as bright as I can get him. Match the brightness with my jig. Come on, come on. Come on out of there. Come on. There you go. There you go. Still not a big one. But he'd be a keeper for a lot of people. 10-inch fish. Uh-oh. Caught up on the stump again. Caught up on that stump again, y'all. He's a 10-inch fish. let him make it though. We're gonna let him make it. Caught up on that stump again. Look at here. I might be able to use that stump. Those not big fish down there, but we're gonna see if we can catch one while the stump is holding us. Push my rod way out there. Well, that stump's letting us go. Now, let me get off this stump, y'all, before I break something. It's a big boy there. That's gonna tear something up. You got daggone hit that too hard. Alright, on to the next, y'all. Alright, so I'm up against a protected shoreline now. And I'm just scanning, seeing where the fish are gonna be at in this area. Seeing some small ones down there, but looking for 11 to 12 inch fish. So catching them small ones won't help me. And this is just part of that work. Coming out here scanning, looking around till you find what you're looking for. And I'm taking into consideration not only structure, but possibly fish just sitting on the bottom, fish suspended. And all that you see in the water column right there is probably white bass, small crappie, yellow bass, catfish, shad. It's just a mix of small fish. And it's like I always say, you want to keep in mind the size of your jig. My jig is 1 3/4 inch long, so all of that stuff there is barely the size of my bait, of the jig that I'm using. So I'm not going to waste any time dropping on any of that small stuff. There's a strong ledge a little bit farther up here with a little more structure, and I should find some fish along that also. But you just can't skip steps. So you gotta just, you know, put your live scope down there and let it show you where they are. I'm paying really close attention to those fish that are on the very bottom, because I'm gonna tell you, I find on this lake a lot that those fish, they will sit on that bottom, and if you're not really paying close attention to it, you won't see them down there. I'm seeing a lot of fish on the bottom, but most of them are small fish. And maybe a decent fish right there. See on that little stick up? I think that's gonna be a fish. Let me see if I can get my depth set and get over there and present my bait to him. Wake up. Come on, wake up. I want to give you an easy jig to eat. That wind's still swirling a little bit over here, so I'm still having to battle that. All right, here we go. There we go. That was picture perfect. And just an old nicing. Just an old nicing. Oh yeah. That's the size we're looking for. 12 inch, 11 3/4, 12 inch fish. Perfect fillets. Oh yeah. You know, a lot of people think that they want to say that live scoping is cheating. But until you get out here and put a remote in your hand or a foot pedal under your foot, you don't realize how tough it is to, especially on this lake where I'm almost having to rub that jig on these fish eye before they react to it. And I've tried other colors too. This hot white has just been the color that they will commit to. And so changing colors don't make them see it faster. And in all reality, I think these fish are mostly feeding at nighttime. And we're just having, if you want to come out and get a nice sack of fish, you just got to come out here and put that jig in, right in their face and be able to hold it there until they wake up. And as you can see, I'm just doing a little slow raise from them. Sometimes it'll require me just to hold that jig right in their face without any movement, without any raising. But I just go by, how they react to what I'm doing out here. Turn the camera around, look down at the scope. There's 2 fish right there up on the limb, and a couple up on top over there at 11 foot. We're gonna try these right here. I'm gonna choke up and see if I can get these, since we're right on top of them. See if I can squeeze my jig down in there without getting snagged up. I'm a little bit, I think that's his tail that I was on. Try to get that jig right on his head. See if I can make him react. The other one looks like a bigger fish, but we're right here on top of this one. We're gonna try this one. Alright, I see him reacting. Nope, he's swimming away. Alright, let's give this other one a try. Settle down, dingy. See if we can make him react. Oops, I think I may have hit him. I think I hit him. He didn't go anywhere, so we're gonna back up on it and try it again. He's up under it. Alright, here we go. You don't want to get away from up under that limb. Here we go. Come on out of there. Oh, he just so slightly picked it. He so slightly picked it, y'all. All right, he's still up there. Let's try him again. Went right back up under it. There we go. Made him mad enough to eat it. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Y'all, that is a hog. I bet you that fish is 2+. I bet you she's 2+. That's a really, really good fish, y'all. Ooh, 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 wee. Gut getting swollen with them eggs. Nice thick back from eating really well. As I always say, back in the drink. Oh yeah. Same piece of structure. we're gonna try to. That wind is changing directions now. It's hit me over here. Got me all over the place. But we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. See if we can spot one of these jokers that are on top. Look like one right there. Barely seeing. Oh, he's small. That was a small one. Hey, that wind's been a beast today, this morning. Man. I've been out here going on 2 hours, I think, and already got a nice sack of fish. See what this one looks like. Get him bright, get that jig the same brightness. Come on, wake up. He's not wanting to wake up. Guess he partied all night. Alright. Oh, it's two small ones, that's why. Those two small fish. Alright, I see a better one over here up under it. Let's go over here and check this one out, if I can see him when I get on top of it. Yeah, he's up under the big section of that log right there. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get my jig in there to him. Yeah, got it up under there. There we go. Come on. Oh! I was all twisted up and I missed him. Look at him going right back up under it. Right back. Oh, here's that one right there. Here's that catfish. Oh, it's cat. Now that may be a crappie right there too. It's that bright dot up under that limb. Come on, react fast. I think that's a catfish. Oh, yep, catfish. I see. Look at his tail back there. He thumped that jig though. He thumped that jig. Definitely a catfish though. All right. Like I see something bright on the side of that stump right there. Oh, he's up under it maybe. What is that down there on the bottom? Yeah, I can't tell how big he is, but we'll try to put that jig on top of his head. Come on, wind. Oh, look at that joker sit down on the bottom. There's one on the other side of that stump. Just suspended right there. See if I can get up there to him. Yeah, buddy. Get that jig out there in front of him a little bit. Let it swing down on him. That's the brightness of the fish. Out on his tail. That looked like his tail I'm on. Look like a really good fish. Kind of pixelated looking. Come on. Man. He's swimming towards me now. Come on, fish. There's two of them right there. They're going back to that stump. We'll put it in his face and try to make him mad. Yeah. Oh, let's try this other one. He's sitting still. Come on. There we go. Come on, come on. Come on. He just wanted out of his face. Get away from me. That's all he wants. That other bigger one, he just disappeared into that stump. See if we can make this one mad. Look like a small fish anyway. Come on. I know you want it out of your face. Alright, here's another one sitting over here. Suspended fish. Don't look like they're going to be very aggressive though. Yeah, those suspended fish, they're not aggressive today. Uh-oh, he just turned and nailed it. There you go. Get mad at it. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Come on, boy. Put up a fight then. Put up a fight then. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. I'll tell you what, guys. If you guys enjoy or found the info I put in this video useful, going deep in the structure, enticing inactive fish, please hit that thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you would. That will help me out greatly, and it don't cost you anything. Right now it's over right at 70% of the people that watch my channel are not subscribed, and YouTube shows me that in the analytics. So be sure you're subscribed if you find this info useful. I'm out here doing this for you guys, but help me out and subscribe to the channel, and be sure to give the video a thumbs up, and also share it if you want. All right, y'all, we're gonna close the video out right here. Thanks for watching.